Hello friends, Manalmon is here bringing you this video on tank build, how to customize your tank heroes, and this is really important than any other role because half of the time or like mostly if you build by default items on your mage or marksman or assassin heroes, they are going to work out. But for tank heroes, if you want to fully play tank to his fullest, you need to learn how to build items on your tank heroes, and this is very important because tank is the front line who is taking, like he is the one who will engage most of the time with the enemies, so he needs to build proper items which can counter so that he can peel up for his team. So here are okay, before telling you that, I will tell you about what are the build items. I mean, there are some combos. I mean, you can use certain items, like you need those 2 or 3 items to make your tank hero. Like there are some items those who work with each other, so I will tell you in detail how you can customize your build items. But before that, if you are new to this channel, like this video and subscribe to this channel as I make guide videos. So let's get to this video now. First, I will tell you these three are the basic items. These are the tier 1 item, then second line is the tier 2, and the last one is our final item, that tier 3 item. So before buying any of the items, mostly what you need to learn is that all of these items will have either of these threes. This is for the HP bloodstone, then this is the shield glove is for energy resist, and the shield combat gear for armor. For example, I know that if I want to make Starlight armor, I will need my HP as well as shield. If I want Cloak of Levitation, I will need energy resist and HP. For my Goblin mask, I will need energy resist as well as the armor. Then for Magenta only HP. So with this, you will have a basic idea on, before buying your complete item, what are the items. And I'll tell you, like some of the second tier items are much more better to buy earlier than the other items. So okay, by the way, there is one more thing, like when you want to play a tank hero in the bot lane, you will have to buy the support items. So I will make a separate guide video explaining the support item. For this video, we only need to focus on how to make build from these defense items. So first item is glorious armor. This is really good and the best item for the top lane tanks, as tank lacks damage, so they are not able to clear minion waves much faster. So glorious armor is the best item because of its passive, that nearby enemies take 35 into plus 2% of the bonus max HP, and it is double to the non-heroes. That means to jungle creeps and minions, so damage is doubled. So you are going to deal damage to the surrounding enemies, which is going to help you clear lanes much faster. And when you are initiating in the fight, staying near to the enemies, it is also going to deal damage on the enemies. So this is one of the item which can help your tank to play aggressive, or like mainly if you want to carry the team, this item is also helpful. And to get free assist, because if enemy hero comes near you, you may not have attacked him, but if he has come near you, you are dealing damage on him and you will get a free assist for that. But there is a most important thing, and many players make this mistake. When you want to build your glorious armor, you need second tier item too. One is the alloy shield, and second one is this hurricane or whatever its name is. So you need to buy this hurricane one first. It will cost you 600, but if you see, its passive is again same as the glorious armor, but for alloy shield it gives you only armor. So you need to buy this item first, so it gives you max HP, and also your passive of glorious armor is going to activate it further, I mean in the beginning of the match. So always first pre-order the hurricane this thing, and after that go and pre-order your glorious armor and completely buy that item. Next item in the list is Starlight armor. Now Starlight armor, again, this is also one of the item which helps the tanks to deal more damage. As you can see here, it's passive. Your next basic attack after using an ability will deal an additional 50 into 5% of the bonus max HP. and this is also very important. For example, if you are building more max HP on your hero, then your damage dealt with the basic attack, like after you use any of your skill, then next basic attack is going to deal more damage on the enemies. And to make this build, you will need alloy shield and this item, whatever its name is, veterans sportals. So you need to focus on this one buying, because its passive is again similar to Starlight armor. So you unlock Starlight armor second tier item, this one. After that you buy alloy shield, because you get a benefit of Starlight armor, like half of the Starlight armor from this item. That's why go for this one. Then our next item is Cloak of Levitation. Okay, I will tell you the combos of that you need to have on items later. Then Cloak of Levitation is a very good item if you are an initiator tank, because of its passive, which is going to give you an immunity to damage to any one of the ability, and this is the best counter against the vision. You know, like when he uses his alt, that is also an ability which deals a lot of damage. Same with the Storm, or you can say, okay, she's going to poke you, or not strong, but any of the burst damage heroes that deal the damage from this skill. Okay, Captain America is also one of the good example, like that really happened. But if Captain America comes and alt you while your passive of Cloak of Levitation is activated, so Cloak of Levitation is also very good item, because it gives a 5% cooldown reduction to you. So if you are a tank hero who doesn't need any of the energy to use his skills, so this is again a best item. Next item is the Goblin Mask. Now Goblin Mask is very good item. You can buy it in the early game if you are confused what items are going the enemy are going to build. So Goblin Mask is a good item, as it gives you armor, energy resist, as well as the 10% cooldown reduction. And this is very important, because in the defense list there are only 3 items which are going to give you the cooldown reduction. First one is the Starlight armor 10%, and second is Cloak of Levitation 5%, and next is Goblin Mask. Okay, so you can see, like, if you want your tank hero who doesn't need any of the skills, who doesn't need any of the energy to use his skills, then these 3 are the best item combos that you can use. It is going to give you armor, then energy resist, and this one is the combination. Now it is going to give you one more active skill. Whenever you use it, your armor and energy resist is going to get doubled. By the way, Goblin Mask combined with the Vibranium suit is super tanky combo, because Vibranium suit gives you 320 armor, and then Goblin Mask gives you another 165 if you total it. And then when you use your Goblin Mask active skill for 4 seconds, your armor is going to get doubled, and this is huge. I mean, the enemy marksmen are going to get a lot of hard time to kill you as a tank hero. Then next item is Maging Jar. This is mostly the last item that you need to buy on your tanks, so that because you will be in the front line, you will take the damage, and when you just get out of the combat for a little while, you are going to get regen. This is good item in the late game, as you don't have to take recall to go to the base, and you will directly get regen. But some tanks buy this item in the early game, so that they don't have to go back to the base, and while roaming from one lane to another, they can have the HP regen. But this item is mainly good for the heroes who lacks the energy, because heroes like Groot, Ronan, Cull Obsidian, they use a lot of energy to use their skills, so they already have to go to the base, so there is no need to buy Maging Jar in early game on these heroes. Next is the Vibranium suit. Now Vibranium suit and Captain America shield, these 2 are the best armor items if you want like best items to counter the marksman combo, like high DPS marksman, or you can say other heroes, for example Blade and Hela. Okay, not Hela, Hela deals energy. Blade, these are very high DPS heroes. Angel is also, then Hawkeye. These 2 items counter them. Vibranium suit is going to give you 320 armor, as well as it is going to give you a passive counter attacks when you take a basic attack, and you know, like high DPS heroes are going to deal basic attack on you, and you are going to counteract that damage. This is very helpful, and not only that, it also reduces the attack speed of the enemies by 15%. Then Captain America shield is very good item because it gives you 200 item. That is the second largest amount of armor given by any item. First is Vibranium suit because it gives you 320 armor. Then it also gives you 100 HP. Now I will tell you this thing in later why from these two items one is much better. Now Captain America's shield passive is that whenever you take damage, your defense is going to get enhanced. Like armor is enhanced by 3 every time you take damage from a hero's basic attack, and it can stack up to maximum of 10 times. So this is really helpful when you take, for example, if a marksman is hitting you, you are going to get your armor enhanced. Again, it is going to help you against the high DPS heroes. Then our last item is Deadly Phantom, and this is the best energy resist item which gives you the max energy resist, that is 220 and 100 HP, but its passive is again more useful. If you don't take any damage for 5 seconds, you are going to generate another shield that is going to absorb 200 plus 75 into level of damage of energy damage from the enemies. Now talking about the combos of the items that you need: Starlight armor, Cloak of levitation, and Goblin mask. Combining these three, they are going to give you 25% cooldown reduction. Then there is a very good combo if you want to play your tank as like a damage tank. Go for Glorious armor. Its passive is going to help you deal damage to nearby enemies. Starlight armor, again these two items both offer you max HP, so Starlight armor damage is going to increase. Then for the next item, go for Magenta, because Magenta is the item which gives you the most max HP in the game, and then by Vibranium suit. These four are the items in the defense list that deals damage on the enemies. So for your tank, these are the best item if you also want to deal damage on the enemies. By the way, there is this Goblin mask also. If you don't know, its passive is also helpful to deal damage to nearby enemies, but it is mainly like it is going to slow down the enemies, and but it rarely activates if you get a lot of damage while your Goblin mask is activated. So these are the main items that you need to buy. Like when you see your marksman, like there are double marksman comp, always buy Vibranium suit first, then Captain America shield, or if you want to go for energy resist, then go for Cloak of levitation. Whenever your team, you see that your team is on the losing side, it is really hard for you as a tank hero to get pumped up. So go for the Glorious armor. That is the best item which is going to give you 180 armor, and when the enemies are going to come to heal you, like towards you, you are also going to deal energy damage on them. And then is the Cloak of levitation. Both of these items are very low cost, and if compared from Deadly Phantom and Cloak of levitation, definitely Deadly Phantom is much better because its passive gives you another shield that absorbs the energy damage, but Cloak of levitation passive might save a ton of damage coming from the enemy, and it is cheaper, so you can buy it earlier. Okay, by the way, most cheapest item in the defense list is Goblin mask. If you haven't watched my Ronin video, I have shared a build on the tank heroes from where you start with the Goblin mask, and that build is also very effective because Goblin mask is going to double your armor or whatever defense you are having, that energy resist. Then Vibranium suit. If you see your team is losing in the early games and you need armor for your team, go for the Vibranium suit or like Goblin this Glorious armor. These two are the best item in energy against the energy resist. Then go for Cloak of levitation. These three items you need to buy, and after that, if you have any one of the armor or any one of the energy resist, the next item go for the Goblin mask. And if your team is winning, instead of buying Magenta in the late game, buy the Magenta early, so that because enemies are scared to attack you, so your tank can go and scare them, take the damage, and then get out of the combat and heal himself. So these are all the defense items that you can. Okay, I forgot to tell you one more interesting thing. When buying Vibranium suit, you need to go for this item first, the shining chest plate, because it also shares the passive of Vibranium suit. So this is much better to go for when buying Vibranium suit. Then for Deadly Phantom and Meteor, you will always buy this HP regen ring, because this shares the like it is going to give you a little bit HP. So HP regen ring is much better to buy than the other item when you are going for this Meteor. Now these are all the information that I know about how you can build the defense items on the hero. If you know the items, or if you know the damage, who is the most damaging, by the way, you can check it out by here. Click on this I button, then you can see who has that, how much amount of damage. You can see like energy attack and armor and like physical attack. Like you can see who killed you, and that hero has that much of a damage. With that you can buy armor or energy resist. So good luck for your build item. I hope you understand how you can build your tank heroes. Next guide I will cover the another role. And that's all for this video. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like this video, and if you really enjoyed, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell as I upload every day.